What is up, guys? Legendary Crew here with another football prediction video, and today I'm going to be predicting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that the Buccaneers added so many people this free agency and offseason that I just think that they're going to win the division and they're going to play really good. They added Deshaun Jackson. That's going to be an amazing number 2 wide receiver for them. They have Adam Humphries still. They added Chris Godwin. I just like the Bucs' chances this year a lot. They have a bunch of average running backs. They have Jameis Winston. They have their defense. They added J.J. Wilcox. They added Chris Baker. They drafted all of their people that they need on defense. They drafted their tight end, O.J. Howard. They're going to be really good this year. And if you guys just look back to your 2015 season and how you had no hope, you had like maybe 4 or 5 good players when you went 2-14, and you got the number 1 overall pick and drafted Jameis Winston. Since then, I think that general manager Jason Light has done an amazing job rebuilding the Bucs. In the next few years, I think they're going to win the Super Bowl and be one of the Patriots. They're going to be like a super team. So, to start the season off, you have to play at the Dolphins in Week 1, where I have you winning. I think that the Dolphins, they're going to be in their Hard Rock Stadium. There's going to be Bucs fans, there's going to be Dolphins fans, but I just think that the Bucs are better suited to win this game. They're going to be better prepared. They're going to go out and win. They actually do have Hard Knocks the whole year long, so they're going to be used. They're going to have Hard Knocks the whole preseason long, so they're going to be used to the cameras. And I think they're just going to go out and win in this game to become 1-0. Then you have to play the Bears when they come to your house. I feel like this is going to be Mike Lanning's return home, so I think he's going to play really good, and I feel like you're going to win. The Bears are going to lose because they have no one. They have Mitch Trubisky, which I doubt will be starting this early in the year, but, who knows? Maybe Mike Lanning gets injured or maybe he doesn't play well, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Mike Lanning's going to play well, but he's not going to put the Bucs there. I feel like the Bucs are going to play really bad in this game, but they're still going to blow them out. So after that, you're going to be 2-0. Then the Bucs have to go at Minnesota, home of Super Bowl 52. I think that the Bucs are going to win this game to become 3-0. The Vikings, ever since Bridgewater went down last year, they just weren't the same as they were when they were in the playoffs the year before. So I think that with the loss of Adrian Peterson, I just don't think this team's going in the right direction this year. So I have them losing a lot of games, and this is going to be one of them for the Vikings. So the Buccaneers will be 3-0. Then they have to play the New York Giants at home, where I have them winning. This is going to be a humongous win for them. They're going to be 4-0 because the Giants, they're really good. And if they win this game, then that really shows they could beat anyone if they play well. Maybe not who they have to play next week, which is the Patriots, but they're just going to beat the Giants, I predict, to become 4-0. And they're playing at home, and the Bucs are unstoppable at home, in my opinion. So Week 5, we have to play the Patriots at home on Thursday Night Football, where I have us losing for our first loss of the year. I mean, the Patriots, they won the Super Bowl last year, and then they added tons of people in free agency, and they didn't really lose any. They lost LeGarrette Blount, but they still re-signed that young guy that they had. So I think they'll be fine. They added Brandon Cooks. They added some secondary help. They're going to be even better this year, the Patriots. They're my early prediction for the Super Bowl winner. So you'll be 4-1. Then Week 6, you have to play at the Cardinals, where I have you winning. I think that the Cardinals quarterback, he's too old. Carson Palmer is way too old to compete at a high level or maybe even make the playoffs this year. So I think the Cardinals are going to tank this year. They're going to want to get an early pick to pick their quarterback for the rest of the year. They were trying to pick one in this year's draft in Patrick Mahomes, but Andy Reid, knowing that this is his last year of Alex Smith, jumped up like 20 spots on the board to take Patrick Mahomes. It was crazy. So that was an upset. So you'll be 5-1 after you beat the Cardinals. Then you have to play the Buffalo Bills at the Buffalo Bills in Week 7. I don't think it'll be snowing by this point in time. I think it'll be like October-ish. So it won't be snowing, so that's a good thing for the Bucs. And simply because it isn't snowing and other smaller factors, I have the Bucs winning this game to becoming 6-1. The Buffalo Bills, they have LaShawn McCoy, who I think is going to be a nightmare for the Bucs. They have a hard time defending all of those people in the NFC South that are average. They can't really defend Jonathan Stewart that well. But LaShawn McCoy is going to run all over them, but he's not going to make the Bills win the game. So after Week 7, I think you'll be 6-1. Then you have to play the Panthers at home, or have you winning again. The Panthers are the same team as they were last year, but this time they have a running game. So they're a little bit better than they were last year, but they'll still be, I think, third in the division. Then you have to play at the Saints, where I have you losing to break the win streak. And the Saints, every year they seem to like kill the Bucs. The Bucs can never seem to sweep the Saints. And since the Saints are at home, the Saints did ruin their Buccaneers' chances at making the playoffs last year in Week 15. They just snuck them at home on Christmas Eve, and the Bucs couldn't make the playoffs. So the Bucs might end up winning this game because simply the fact that they are mad at the Saints. But I think Drew Brees, he's going to be too good to lose this game at home. So it'll be 7-2. Then Week 10, you have to play the Jets at home, or have you winning. I mean, come on, you're playing at home and you're playing the Jets, who's going to be starting Josh McCown maybe at quarterback, or Bryce Petty. I would start because he's young, and if you're going to go anywhere, you're going to go with the young quarterback. So after Jets, you'll be 8-2. Then Week 12, you have to play at Atlanta, where I have you losing. I feel like the Falcons are going to be competing with the Bucs for the top spot in the division, but I think the Bucs will win the division, and Atlanta will make the postseason as a wild card team. But we're not going to talk about that now. I just think that Atlanta, they're playing at home. They're gonna win because simply the fact that I still don't trust Brent Grimes covering Julio Jones. I don't see that happening really well and turning out well in the Bucs' favor. So after the loss to Atlanta, you'll be 8-3. Then Week 13, you have to go at the Packers, where I think it'll probably be snowing. And the Bucs, I really haven't seen them play in the snow, but I can just guess that it wasn't that good. The Dolphins had to go play in the snow against the Bills, I think, and they didn't play that well, being from Florida. So I just don't think that the Bucs, their conditions of the game, and simply that Aaron Rodgers is going to be too good again. He's going to spread the ball all over the field, and the Buccaneers have a weak secondary. So after the loss to the Packers, you'll be 8-4. Week 14, you have to play the Lions, which this is going to be a big game for them because last year the Lions made the playoffs with the same record as the Bucs, and the Bucs didn't. So the Bucs are going to be trying to prove that the Lions, they were nothing last year. So they're going to go out and they're going to win this game, and they're playing at home, and I don't really trust Matthew Stafford too well this game. So you'll be 9-4. Then Week 15, you have to play Atlanta at home, and this is going to be a must-win for the Bucs to try to contain that top division spot in the NFC South. So then you'll be 10-4. Then Week 16, you have to go at the Panthers, where I have you losing. I just feel like you're not going to sweep any team in the division this year. You're all going to split with all of your people. And I think that the Carolina, Christian McCaffrey is just going to end up hurting you big time in the long run. That's mainly the reason why I gave you guys the loss there. Then you have to play versus New Orleans at home to end the year, where you're going to end with the win. If you win this game, I think it'll be one of those situations that if you win this game, you win the division, and if you lose it, then you won't win the division, and you have to play you have to play it in the wild card, similar to the one of the Lions and the Packers last year. So I think that this is going to be a must-win game, and the Buccaneers are going to go out and just destroy the Saints to finally get that first seed in the NFC South that I don't think they've had since 2004 when they won the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers haven't made the playoffs in a long time, but I project this year that they will, being at a record of 11-5. Thank you all for watching and subscribe.